Hello. So we are outside because it's cooler outside than it is in my house. And I just wanted to go live really quickly because of some news that dropped today around the Paycheck Protection Program. Okay. So this story with this live is titled Why You Can't Wait when money for money opportunities, why you can't wait on them. So the news dropped today. Actually, it dropped yesterday, but it's more widely known today that the Paycheck Protection Program is out of money. All right. So you were supposed to have until May 31st. What's today? The 5th. So 26 days early, the program's out of money. So the SBA has reached out to people like Square and PayPal and basically like stop telling people to apply for this because we don't have no more money. So hundreds of billions of dollars are now gone. Okay, so those of you who are not familiar with the Paycheck Protection Program, what that was is for entrepreneurs. You could have been a sole proprietor, you could have been a freelancer, you could have had, under 500 employees. I think that was the break off of this one. And you could apply for it. You could have been, like I said, a sole proprietor. It could have been just you as an employee, and you could have got up to $15,000 out of the Paycheck Protection Program, which was 100% forgivable. If any of you have ever attended so the wind's blowing, so you're going to see me do this a lot. If any of you ever attended any of my stimulus webinars, I've talked about the EIDL, the Paycheck Protection Program, and I've always chosen Paycheck Protection Program mainly because it's 100% forgivable and you can get up to $15,000, right? So I told people when the last stimulus came out, which was February, March, when I did that webinar, I said get on it and get on it now because we don't know how long the money may last. Now the money's gone. So what they're doing, they are going to continue supposedly to process the applications that are already there. But they're not taking any new ones. So even though it was a May 31st deadline, it's over. Unless Congress decides to put more money in it, then that's the only way that it's actually going to get more money. Because right now, it's done. It's done. Hundreds of billions of dollars gone. Gone. And the Paycheck Protection Program is so interesting because the first round went like this, like that. Okay, the second round it was like, still probably like, I think it was $80 billion left in it before the next stimulus package came out. And then this time it's gone again. So it's just weird how people jumped on the first round and the third round, not really the second round. So in the second round, when money wasn't really going like the first round, I was thinking, well, maybe entrepreneurs are in a better place right now. They don't really need it. But I think what it was is that, first of all, a lot of African-American entrepreneurs didn't take advantage of it because they just didn't want to do it, even though it was like really a great opportunity. And also they had a lot of backlog because when this third round came out, they made an announcement to let people know that the ones that already had applications in, they were going to get looked at first, and then the new applications will get looked at. And then also they added that people who got it the first round could come back and get more money in the third round. So really, that's probably what happened, because people who got it forgiven, because before the third stimulus came out, a lot of people had already gotten their first round forgiven. And they seen how the process worked. They see what they need to do to make sure they got forgiven again. And they went back because they still were hurting. You had to have at least, I think, a 20% still drop in your business. And you can get a second round. So probably a lot of them got it. So they were able to get it twice. Maybe, up to $30,000 per employee. So it's per employee. So if you're a sole proprietor, you could have got 15 grand. But if it's you and 3 other people, that was 15,000 each person for your business. Like, it was such a great program. So I don't know if they're going to reauthorize more money, because that would take another stimulus package, or at least something that has to be approved by the House of Representatives, the senators, and the White House. So you have to go through 3 different branches to get more money. And I will tell you this: the Congress is getting a little stingy here. Like, they are not really thinking about that. They want to be giving out trillions anymore. They've already given out $5 trillion. So they're not thinking that they want to really get another trillion going. And right now, next up is the infrastructure bill. Within the next month, I believe that's what's supposed to be voted on. And nothing's going to come up before that. Like, I can't see anything coming up before the infrastructure bill, because that is next on Biden's agenda. That's what they are negotiating on both sides of the aisle. And so with the money being going to Paycheck Protection Program, it's probably going to be going for a while. Extra news for you: the student loan pause may get stretched out past September, but maybe not for everybody. So if you're on the student loan pause, which you are if you got a federal student loan, then just keep that in mind. September may be go time. So you need to be saving your money right now and getting ready, just in case you don't fall into the category of people who stay on the student loan pause. All right, so that's my news for today. Don't wait. Don't take all day when money opportunities come in front of you. All right, and that's with anything, with business. Opportunity to do a vending at a conference came up yesterday. I'm not going to wait on it, because even though it costs $500 to do the vending opportunity, it may mean thousands and thousands of dollars for me if I pull it off. So when those kind of opportunities come in front of me, I look at the possibility as far as the return on investment. If the return on investment is thousands of dollars, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars, then I'm going to jump on it. I'm not going to wait for the deadline to pass. One of the conferences that I'm going to in September costs $1,500 to participate in, and maybe even more. I think I'm going to pay more this year to do something else, just to get even a bigger return on my investment, just because where I'm at in my business with that clientele. When I went there, is it 2019 maybe? Because they didn't have it last year. 2019, $1,500. And of course, traveled. I think it was in New York or Chicago. One of them traveled there, so I probably ended up spending at the most $2,800, I would say. But that turned out to be $40,000 in speaking engagements. Okay, so that's what I mean about when you see money opportunities come, you may not see it right now, what it could be and what it could build up to. You need to jump on it, right? A lot of people didn't see this Paycheck Protection Program, the money that was infused into their business, how it can actually propel them forward during this pandemic. And now they see it, and they're glad they took advantage of it. So definitely, whenever you see money opportunities in front of you, get on it. All right, get on it. So that's what I wanted to share. I hope everybody's had a great Wednesday, and I will talk to you soon.